Everyone doing? Can I just start with a quick test show of hands? Everyone have a good time so far? Everyone find the speaks is interesting? Come on, a few more hands. Come on, it's been interesting. It's been good. Brilliant, that's working. We'll have to do that a lot throughout this session, so hopefully your arms don't get tired. Right, I know you spent a lot of time listening to people much more interesting than myself speak already today, so I'll keep this intro part brief. But while I'm introducing the session, if you guys would like to go to the link or scan the QR code and start bringing the session up on your phones, you're actually going to be able to interact with some AI today and get a bit hands-on yourself. So, as Lee said, I spend a lot of time working with AI nowadays. Now, some of you might think that that means I spend a lot of time working with a lot of data or training AI models like the ChatGPT models. And while it is true that is how these models get made, as someone who works with it day to day, I actually spend very little time doing that. What I spend a lot more time doing is figuring out the right instructions, personalities, and prompts to give to AIs, what tools, which are small executable pieces of code that the AI can run to complete various tasks, and additional knowledge on top of its training data that we can give to AI to help it complete certain tasks or problems, in my case for a customer. So that is exactly what we're going to be doing with this set of challenges today. So by now, you've hopefully all been able to pull up a chat interface with an AI agent on your phone. So that agent has access to a series of challenges that you're going to go through today and try and solve in collaboration with the agent. And every few minutes, we're going to vote on the best tools, prompts, or knowledge that you think will help the AI solve the problem, and hopefully throughout the session we'll build an AI agent that will be able to solve this set of problems. So is everybody able to access that okay? Just have a rough show of hands, if we've at least got a few up on each table. Yeah. Cool, so if you guys want to get cracking on the first challenge, we will vote by a show of hands in a minute or two on what you think would be the best to give the AI next. So for the first few things that we could give the agent access to, we have a cryptography skill to give the AI special knowledge about encoding and decoding strings. We have two tools. We have a frequency analysis tool that looks at how common certain characters are in the string in the first challenge, and also a text shift decoder tool that decodes encoded strings by shifting the letters around by a certain number of characters. So could we have a quick hands up who thinks we should give it the classical cryptography prompt? Okay, not very popular, that one. Okay, the frequency analysis tool? No, so I'm guessing we're going to get quite a lot of votes for the decoder tool then. Okay, not an enthused overwhelming majority, but we'll go with that. So that might take a second to be enabled for your agents, but you should have access to that in a minute. Can see a handful of people here are managing to move on to the next challenge, but as we still have the majority of people still on challenge 1, we'll do sort of the vote to help you guys out a bit. Can we have a hands up for the cryptography prompt? Okay, and for the second tool, the frequency analysis? Okay, I think we're going for... Okay, I think we're going for the prompt on that one.
So what we're seeing on screen now is actually the number of people who've actually participated in the first challenge. We've got 166 and 44 people onto the second challenge. So we're onto the shipyard archives now. And once we get to a certain number of people, Jack can enable another tool, which will help you get to the next section as well.
Lovely live commentary. Thank you very much, Lee.
That's what I'm here for. Thanks, Jack.
Going to enable the last tool for challenge 1 now. I can see we've still got some people still working on challenge 1, but a fair few of you moving on to challenge 2 now. There is only one prompt for challenge 2, so I will enable that in another minute or so. In fact, you know what? I'm feeling generous. You can have that one now.
If anyone is stuck as well, check the current challenge by opening the sidebar as well. It updates after every new step. Isn't that right?
Yep. Just to help move things along a little bit, if you are still finding yourself on the first challenge, try asking your agent to use a shift of 12 with the decoder tool. As a tip for challenge 2, remember that the answer you found in challenge 1 is very much relevant to the second challenge. In fact, I'd say it's the key to unlocking the second challenge. So you need to search for instances of the answer you found in the first challenge in the second. You may find some of them look more suspicious than others when you find them.
And guys, just to let you know, we have just over 10 minutes of this as well remaining. So Carry on. There's multiple more tasks to come.
I can see that we still don't have anyone that's managed to progress on from the second challenge yet, so I'll give you guys a bit of a hint for where to look. Try having your agent look in the communications table.
That's good to see. We've got 2 now. We've lost at sea.
Brilliant. That's got that sax song stuck in my head now. Is that a hand there? Lost it. I can't stand to play with it. I can see a handful of people now managing to move on to Challenge 3. So we have already enabled for Challenge 3 a archive on maritime history that your AI agents can look up certain key terms in and search and find information in that archive. And in another minute or so, we will also vote on a tool and a skill that we could give the AI as well. For those of you still on Challenge 2, you're looking for a particular record that is marked as priority confidential. Just a tip for you guys as well, don't be afraid to try answers even if you're not sure. There is a hint system built in. If you give incorrect answers, it will try and help you along. So it'll maybe give you a tip or a hint if you submit an incorrect answer. So just try what you think it might be. You might get it right, who knows?
And congratulations to the first person that's through our 4th challenge as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For those of us on Challenge 3, we have 2 capabilities we can enable. We have a geography expert who is an expert in geospatial analysis, coordinate systems, and identifying different locations. And we also have a satellite view that can be used to get a look at a certain location. Can we get a hands up if you would like the geography expert skill?
Can see a few people.
And a handful at the back. And for the satellite view tool. 1. And the geography expert has it. That table at the back there must be doing well. There's a lot of hands up at that table at the back. Must all be through to Challenge 3. Feel free to work together in your tables as well, talk about the challenges. You know, if one of you at the table has it all figured out, don't be afraid to share. I'll jump back to Challenge 3 in a minute here, but for Challenge 4, there's a number of different personalities that you can actually enable for the AI that might make it your task a bit easier. So there are a few. There's a security conscious AI, an empathetic AI, and a creative AI, as well as an overly helpful AI. To speed things along a little bit here, I will actually enable 2 of these that I feel are most popular. So how many do we have on this? About 16 of you. So can I get a quick hands up for the security conscious AI? Okay, a couple of hands, a few hands. 2 hands doesn't count, mate. For the creative AI? Yeah, a few hands. Empathetic? And overly helpful?
Overly helpful. 2 overly helpful.
A few hands. I think we'll get overly helpful and we'll go with, we'll go with empathetic. For Challenge 3, if you're still there, I'll also go ahead and enable the satellite view. If you are still on Challenge 3, try considering the what you found in Challenge 2 as maybe a coordinate. It could point to a particular key location that might even be relevant in the knowledge base archive. If you are still on Challenge 2, you should be able to get your AI agent to find a particular record in the communications table labeled as in confidence that has a particular reference code in it that you might find interesting? And congratulations to the first person who's made it through to my personal favourite challenge, all aboard. I'm going to enable one more personality for challenge 4. Would we like security conscious? Hands up. Okay, security conscious or creative? Pretty tied, but I think creative just about has it. Seven people now through to all aboard. You're getting very close to actually completing the sequence of challenges now. Could I get a quick hands up if you are still on Shipyard Archives, the second challenge? Is there really 75 of you? Okay, that number might be a bit larger than it actually looks. That might be some refresh sessions. Okay, that's good. Just going to enable a couple more skills to help you with the last part of challenge 4 as well. And I'll give you the last AI personality as well, security conscious.
Guys, just to let you know, we've got 2 more minutes left. So yeah, race to the finish.
If you are currently on Forgetful First Mates, you may find that there's different ways you can convince the different personalities to give up their secret. They all have a vulnerability that you can prompt them on that will prompt them to give you your secret. You just need to think about how you might be able to manipulate those personalities. So pay attention to how you might get a creative storytelling AI to give up its secrets, a empathetic AI that deeply empathizes with you and your emotions and how you're feeling, and a security conscious AI that's obsessed with protocol. See more of you across on challenge 5 now. So I've got a quick set of skills that I might just enable all of in a second. We've got a minute left, so I'll enable all of these and we'll race to see if some of you guys can finish it. The last challenge, christening the build, is really just putting together all the hints. It's a much easier challenge, so if you're able to get through all aboard, you can probably get this in the 50 seconds you have remaining. Keep cracking at it, but as we come to the end of the session, I'm just going to add some sort of closing remarks in here. I can see 3 people have now made it. Maybe one of you will get it. It'll be a shame if no one gets it by the end of the session, but I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you've learned a bit more about how AI can be used for problem solving by enabling it with different tools, knowledge, and skills. And you can maybe see how, as a developer who uses AI to solve problems every day, I use this a lot, like the problem of programming itself, and maybe when someone comes and says, hey, can you put together a 20-minute demo for Beltec? And you have to put together an entire program to run a demo, which in fact I did not write a single line of code of, but created the whole thing using AI. That's my time up.